Dr. Kemi for Kemi Talks Media. It's Saturday, the 11th of January 2025. Let's talk about this story with Davido and Anu. Yesterday, I did a live video for about an hour and a half on TikTok. The video had 8,000 people on it, okay? You guys gave me gifts, $9 in gifts, okay? If it was Davido going live, you throw all your gifts to him and you'll make millions and millions of dollars. A lot of you come to my pages for information. You don't support my page. You don't give gifts. You don't donate. You don't do nothing. But for those who do that, I want to say thank you. Those days are coming to an end. 29 days from today, I will retire from journalism. I'm starting a whole new profession that will shock you. Okay, at the end of the day, why am I saying this? I'm a journalist, am I not? I give information to you. All right, I don't come here for just gifts, but I'm an independent journalist. I use my money to work for 11 years in Nigeria, and nothing but bullying is what you gave me back in return. Now, I do understand there's some of you here that appreciate me. The kind of information I give you, you can't get it anywhere else. You can't get it from the Nigerian media. Yesterday on my TikTok, I said something about Davido can be canceled very easily because of this Anu story. The earlier the better you fix problems in life, okay? You see what's going on in America now? The same America you want to go to. You notice how the map has been divided into two? Okay, the map has been divided into two. One side is burning, the other side is snowing. Grab your Bibles and start reading because there's a lot going on. Revelations 8. Now let's go back to what I said yesterday, that this story can actually cancel Davido. Okay, Davido is not God. He can be canceled very easily because of the image the story is putting on him. First, let me ask you and answer the questions that I saw on my live yesterday. Davido will not deny his children. He cares about his children a lot. Shut the fuck up. Davido denied 2 of his children. How old were you in 2013? Were you 12 years old? Were you 11? Were you 10? Then shut the fuck up, okay, and listen to me, because your mother and your father don't look at news, especially entertainment and gossip news. It's the younger folks that do. So when you were young, you couldn't ask your parents. And today, you still can't ask them because they don't follow it. They follow the news that is serious, that has to do with politics and other things. This is why you're supposed to listen to me. Okay? Anu was born before Imade. Imade was denied because of Chioma. Davido didn't want to, upset Chioma, who was his girlfriend before every one of these women. I don't know what kind of woman Chioma is, but Chioma is not strong. She's very weak. Weak. Okay? Imade was denied. And Sophia Mamadu's uncle, Dele Mamadu, stood up in a big fight with the Adeleke families. The fight became very easy because Demola Adeleke and Dele Mamadu have known each other since we were young. We're all in our 60s. And I hope you know that. These guys are my mates. So, Dele stood up for Sophia. Because Sophia's dad died and, she was like alone. Davido would have gotten away with it. After they now did the DNA test in London, and Imade was confirmed as Davido's daughter. Davido now wanted to provide for Sophia, provide for Imade, get them an apartment, get them this. He wrote about it. Okay, at the end of the day, that was the only one he planned to have outside Chioma. This girl on the right, Dawson and Larissa. Larissa was a makeup artist that went to do his face during the fall video shoot. These makeup artists or these groupies or these whatevers, okay, they might sometimes like the person they're working with. Next thing you know, a kiss turns into a hug turns into meet me at the hotel, and then they get pregnant. For all I care, these 2 women got pregnant on purpose for Davido. Because Sophia herself was a groupie with Davido. You know what a groupie is, right? Some women like to hang around music stars, basketball players, all that stuff. And next thing you know, they got pregnant. Whether they planned their pregnancy or not, they got pregnant. And Davido denied both children. This woman, Larissa, showcased her pregnancy throughout the 9 months. She posted on Instagram. Every single post I have. And Davido never accepted the pregnancy, accepted her baby. Her baby was going on a few, let me see, maybe 8 months old to a year old. She kept showcasing her life, her baby, how she delivered in the house during the pandemic, everything. And people on social media made Davido very, very visible to what was going on. A group of Nigerians went to their pastor, Toby Adegboyega, and took it to their pastor because they knew Toby was friends with Davido. And Toby Adegboyega was the one that arranged the whole thing. And Larissa did the DNA test, and Davido accepted the boy. Davido tweeted, "I have a son in London." He accepted. So don't come and fucking put your dirty ass mouth in my comments telling me that Davido will not accept, will not refuse his children. Okay? Anu was Davido's first child. Now I'm going to tell you what I mean by Davido can be cancelled. It's very easy. Davido, get yourself together and go and accept Anu and go and do an independent DNA. To my fly to London or America or whatever. I want you and Anu to be in the same room. Nobody else, not even the mother. Get Anu's blood, swab Anu's mouth, and do the DNA test for this child. Because you can be cancelled very easily. Now I want you guys to go to the bottom of my collage on why Davido can be cancelled. In the United States, if you don't pay child support, you can be penalized by the state in many ways. Okay? This is something I've been through. Okay? Nigerian men, they're not the only ones. All the men that are American citizens that don't want to pay child support, they garnish their wages. Because if the woman goes and files a child support office, okay, and just gives the man's name, they will find the man, the social security number. And as he's getting paid at his job, the money will be coming straight to the state, and the state will be passing it to the mother. That's what happened to me with one of my children. I get my money. Then the father will start calling you, begging you, blah, blah, blah. Don't listen. Just keep getting your money from the state. That is how it works. My children are 37. One is going to be 38, 33, and 24. They're men. And they saw what I went through, and it's not going to happen to them. And they must not do it to a woman. Going back to Davido. On the bottom, I have a U.S. passport. In the middle, I have a Georgia driver's license. And on the right, I have Anu. Do you know that if Anu Adeleke walked into the U.S. Embassy in Lagos or Abuja and tells them at ACS, American Citizen Services, that his father is Davido, and he wants a DNA test and establish a paternity, that girl is 11. In a few years, she'll be 13. If this teenage girl walks in there, ACS will give her an appointment, and she will go in there, and they will call Davido. American Embassy has their own doctors in Lagos. They have their own clinics in Lagos where you have to do clinic and medical tests before you can travel to America if you're doing permanent residence, green card, and all those other stuff. They will send Anu to that place with Davido, and they will go and do that DNA test, and it will be done and dusted. If that child comes up as Davido's child, the embassy will now issue Anu a U.S. passport, as Davido will have to apply for her right there and then. Okay, and then what they want to do with child support arrangements can be done with the state of Georgia. I mean, that is how it works. Now, gather that if Anu becomes a U.S. citizen and it's established, almost establish paternity. Establishing paternity is good so that you can know your inheritance. Okay, if people are dying and leaving wills and stuff, instead of getting probate lawyers, okay, this child is going to go to university. This child is in secondary school. This child is struggling. So it is so important to establish paternity. Do you understand that? In the state of Georgia and many U.S. states, if you don't pay child support, they deactivate your license. If you don't pay child support. So did Davido land America? He can't drive any of his cars because they've deactivated his license. He owes child support for 11 years now. The second one is the U.S. passport. American passports are deactivated if you don't pay child support. You find yourself in Mexico, you can't travel back to America until you've paid $1 million of owed child support. Davido, don't let this happen to you. This can cancel you very, very fast. Don't lose your passport, don't lose your driver's license. One person can change